Have you ever been captivated by a voice? A voice that can move you to tears or laughter? The human voice is an incredible instrument. It has the power to connect us, inspire us, and challenge us. Spoken word poetry harnesses this power, bringing the written word to life through performance. It's about the delivery, the cadence, the pauses, the inflections, and the raw emotion that the poet brings to the stage. Imagine a poem leaping off the page, infused with rhythm, passion, and the raw power of the human voice. That's the essence of spoken word poetry. It transcends the limitations of the written word, transforming poetry into a captivating performance art. Poets become performers, their voices instruments conveying the nuances of their words. Every syllable, every pause, every inflection is deliberate, crafted to evoke emotion and ignite the imagination. Spoken word poetry occupies a unique space within the broader world of literature. It's a dynamic fusion of poetry and performance, where the written word transcends the page and comes alive through the human voice. Unlike traditional poetry, spoken word thrives on the energy of a live audience. At its core, spoken word poetry is about storytelling, sharing personal experiences, observations, and emotions authentically. Spoken word poetry is characterized by its thematic depth and stylistic diversity. It often delves into themes of identity, social justice, love, loss, and the human condition. It's a platform for marginalized voices to be heard and societal issues to be challenged. Poets employ techniques like alliteration, assonance, and internal rhyme to create a musicality that enhances their words. The true magic of spoken word unfolds in live performance. When a poet takes the stage, they step into a sacred space where vulnerability meets artistry. The audience's energy feeds the poet's performance, creating an electric atmosphere. A skilled spoken word poet can make their audience laugh, cry, think, and feel deeply within a single performance. The roots of spoken word run deep, reaching back to the dawn of human civilization. Long before the written word, stories and cultural knowledge were passed down orally. In ancient cultures, the spoken word held immense power, shaping beliefs and preserving traditions. From the griots of West Africa to the bards of ancient Europe, the oral tradition has always been a cornerstone of human expression. These early storytellers understood the power of language to move, inspire, and unite. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we witness a resurgence of the spoken word in the Harlem Renaissance. This cultural movement saw African American artists reclaiming their narratives through various art forms, including poetry. Poets like Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston used their voices to challenge racial injustice and celebrate Black identity. Jazz music provided a vibrant backdrop for the spoken word movement. Poets incorporated its rhythms and cadences into their work. The 1950s witnessed the emergence of the Beat Generation, a literary movement that profoundly impacted spoken word poetry. The Beat poets, including Allen Ginsberg and Jack Kerouac, embraced a raw, confessional style reflecting the anxieties of their generation. They saw spoken word as a way to connect with their audience on a visceral level. Coffee houses and jazz clubs became their stages, where they performed their work with a sense of urgency and rebellion. The landscape of spoken word poetry is adorned with the footprints of pioneers who reshaped the art form. Figures like Amiri Baraka and Gil Scott-Heron used their voices to challenge injustice and amplify marginalized narratives. Their performances were acts of defiance, celebrations of identity, and calls to action. These artists shared a deep commitment to using their voices to spark social change. Amiri Baraka emerged as a towering figure in the Black arts movement. His poetry blended jazz rhythms, streetwise slang, and social commentary, reflecting the spirit of resistance. Baraka's performances were legendary for their raw energy and confrontation of racial injustice. He wasn't afraid to provoke and challenge audiences with his message of Black liberation. The Last Poets, a collective of poets and musicians formed in the late 1960s, are widely regarded as pioneers of the spoken word genre and precursors to modern hip-hop. Emerging during the civil rights movement, their raw and powerful performances address themes of racial injustice, social issues, and Black empowerment, resonating deeply with the African American community. Their groundbreaking albums, such as The Last Poets, 1970, and This Is Madness, 1971, combined rhythmic poetry with jazz and African drumming, creating a distinctive sound that influenced generations of artists. Through their evocative and politically charged work, The Last Poets helped to shape the cultural landscape and elevate spoken word as a powerful form of artistic and social expression. Gil Scott-Heron, often hailed as the godfather of rap, occupied a unique space at the intersection of poetry, jazz, and social activism. His work blended spoken word poetry with funk, soul, and blues influences. Scott-Heron's music addressed issues like poverty, racism, and police brosters quarters. With a mix of anger and wit. His performances were both captivating and thought-provoking. He possessed a commanding stage presence, blending smooth jazz vocals with sharp spoken word delivery. The beat generation of the 1950s sent shockwaves through American literature with their raw confessional style. Figures like Jack Kerouac and Allen Ginsberg challenged the status quo and paved the way for a new era of literary exploration. The beat's influence on spoken word poetry was profound. They understood the power of the human voice to connect with audiences on a visceral level. Their readings transformed poetry from a solitary pursuit into a communal experience. The 1980s witnessed the birth of slam poetry, a dynamic and competitive form of spoken word. Mark Smith founded the first poetry slam in Chicago, creating a more engaging experience for poets and audiences. Slam poetry quickly gained traction, becoming a global phenomenon. It provided a platform for poets to share their stories in a high-energy theatrical setting. Poets performed their work in front of a live audience who served as judges, awarding scores based on content, delivery, and stage presence. Slam poetry is a captivating fusion of energy, emotion, and raw, unfiltered expression. Poets transform into performers, their words taking flight on the wings of carefully crafted delivery. A slam poem can be a gut-wrenching confessional, a searing indictment of social injustice, or a celebration of love and resilience. It can make you laugh, cry, think, and feel deeply within a single performance. The advent of the internet and social media has transformed spoken word poetry. No longer confined to coffee houses, spoken word has found a global stage in the digital realm. Platforms like YouTube and Instagram allow poets to connect with audiences far beyond their local communities. With just a click, a poet's words can travel the world, sparking conversations and inspiring hearts. The digital transformation of spoken word has created unprecedented opportunities for artists. A powerful performance can become a cultural phenomenon, shared across platforms and resonating with audiences. This viral potential has amplified voices from marginalized communities. A young poet can now reach a global audience, sparking conversations and inspiring change. The digital realm has fostered a vibrant global community of spoken word artists and enthusiasts. Online platforms have become spaces for poets to connect, share their work, and support each other. Social media groups and online forums create a sense of belonging and shared purpose. These communities provide a safe space for poets to experiment and hone their craft. The legacy of spoken word poetry continues to thrive in the hands of a new generation of poets. These contemporary artists are pushing the boundaries of the art form, infusing it with fresh perspectives and innovative styles. From Sarah Kay to George Watsky, these artists are redefining what it means to be a poet in the 21st century. They are free spirits, transforming words into instruments of change and mirrors, reflecting the complexities of the human experience. Sarah Kay, a poet, educator, and advocate, has become a global phenomenon in the world of spoken word, captivating audiences with her heartfelt performances, her insightful observations on life, love, and the human condition, and her ability to weave words into tapestries of raw emotion. Kay's journey into the world of spoken word began at a young age. Growing up in New York City, she found solace and inspiration in the written word, discovering the power of language to express her own experiences. En years, artists on Mike Malvarar, and Mike Harky Transcends on a deeper level. At 14, she stumbled upon a poetry slam in a small bookstore and was immediately drawn to the raw energy, the vulnerability, and the sense of community that permeated the space. Maar, zoals maar artistisch, saukers editorsar, sarksat. Estes says the stars as harfiesi farsis bas, sirs houses are stars arts. It starts as we delve into the vibrant world of spoken word poetry. It's impossible to overlook the groundbreaking contributions of Saul Williams. Among the influential voices in spoken word, Saul Williams stands out as a transformative figure. Known for his powerful performances and thought-provoking lyrics, Williams has been a key player in the spoken word scene since the 1990s. Born in Newburgh, New York, Saul Williams was exposed to a variety of musical and literary influences from a young age. He attended Morehouse College and later the Tisch School of the Arts at NYU, where he honed his craft. Pause threes. Williams gained prominence in the mid-90s after winning the New York Poets Cafe's Grand Slam Championship. His dynamic performances and innovative style quickly set him apart from his contemporaries. Pause threes. Williams's work often explores themes of identity, politics, and social justice. His fusion of poetry with hip-hop rhythms and beats has pushed the boundaries of spoken word, making it more accessible to a wider audience. He has released several albums and books, each blending his unique poetic voice with music and visual art. Pause. Threes. Saul Williams continues to influence new generations of spoken word artists. His ability to blend artistic expression with activism has made him a respected and iconic figure in the spoken word community. Pause. Threes. As we celebrate the legacy of Saul Williams, we recognize his enduring impact on the art form and his role in shaping the future of spoken word poetry. Pause. Fives. Support the sensi garcia stars, pause fives. As we delve deeper into the realm of spoken word, it becomes evident that the journey of a poet is one of continuous evolution. Each poet, with their unique voice and perspective, contributes to the ever-changing landscape of spoken word poetry. Let's take a moment to explore the transformative journey of a modern poet who has seamlessly blended the traditional with the contemporary, creating a new paradigm in the world of spoken word. Pause threes. Enter George Watsky, a spoken word poet, rapper, and writer who has taken the world by storm with his unique blend of lyrical dexterity, rapid-fire delivery, and thought-provoking social commentary. A master of wordplay and a captivating performer, Watsky has carved out a unique space for himself in the world of contemporary spoken word, attracting a devoted following drawn to his energetic performances, his insightful observations on life, and his ability to make even the most complex ideas accessible and entertaining. Pause threes. Watsky's journey into the world of spoken word began in San Francisco's vibrant slam poetry scene. He honed his craft in dimly lit clubs and coffee houses, captivated by the raw energy, the immediacy of audience feedback, and the opportunity to connect with others through the power of shared stories. As he evolved as an artist, Watsky seamlessly integrated his spoken word roots with his passion for music, creating a hybrid art form that resonates with a diverse audience. Pause threes. Through his work, Watsky demonstrates that the evolution of a modern poet is not just about mastering the craft of spoken word, but also about pushing the boundaries of what poetry can be. His journey is a testament to the power of innovation, resilience, and the unyielding desire to connect with others through the universal language of poetry. As we've journeyed through the vibrant landscape of spoken word poetry, from its ancient roots to its digital renaissance, one resounding truth has emerged. The human voice, when wielded with passion, purpose, and artistry, has the power to move mountains, to mend broken hearts, and to ignite the fires of social change. Spoken word is more than just an art form. It's a mirror reflecting the complexities of the human experience, a platform for amplifying marginalized voices, a catalyst for sparking conversations that matter, and a testament to the enduring power of storytelling to connect us, to inspire us, and to remind us of our shared humanity. From the griots of West Africa to the beat poets of Greenwich Village, from the stages of Harlem's Renaissance to the digital platforms of the 21st century, spoken word has always been a force for change, a vehicle for social commentary, and a celebration of the resilience of the human spirit. It's a space where vulnerability is met with empathy, where silence speaks volumes, and where words have the power to transform lives. The journey of spoken word poetry is far from over. It's an ever-evolving art form, constantly being reshaped and redefined by each new generation of artists who dare to step up to the microphone and share their truths. As we've seen, the digital age has opened up new avenues for creation, connection, and collaboration, allowing spoken word to reach audiences far beyond the confines of traditional performance spaces. And as technology continues to evolve, so too will the ways in which spoken word is created, shared, and experienced. But no matter how the medium evolves, the essence of spoken word will always remain the same: the power of the human voice to connect, to inspire, to challenge, and to transform. So, whether you're a seasoned poet or a curious newcomer, I encourage you to embrace the power of spoken word. What would the world be without a song?